Hello CMA students, I hope you're all doing well. Let us quickly go through what new changes have been made to your syllabus that is examinable from 1st September 2024. Starting first with Section A. Section A is more or less the same. They have added consolidation, group accounting. So this is the new addition and other than this, everything stays the same. With respect to consolidated financial statement prepared under US GAAP, the candidate should be able to define the consolidated financial statements. These are the financial statements that combine the financial information of parent company and its subsidiaries into a single set of statements. Define two types of consolidation models, variable interest entity model and voting interest model. You will see variable interest entity model, it's used when a company has a controlling financial interest in another company without having the majority voting rights. And voting interest model, in this model, it's applied when a company controls another entity through majority voting rights. Demonstrate an understanding of the three types of consolidation accounting. Full consolidation, that involves all the assets, liabilities, incomes and expenses of subsidiaries are included in the parent financial statement. Proportionate consolidation, only the investor share of assets, liabilities, incomes and expenses of a joint venture is included. And then the last one is equity consolidation. This is the kind of consolidation where the investor recognizes their share of investee's net income or loss in the financial statements. Then it says demonstrate an understanding of intra-company balances and transactions that should be eliminated in consolidation. This is the area where you are most likely to be tested, because preparing consolidated set of financial statement absolutely beyond the scope of your syllabus. You can't do that in the exam condition. However, this is the area that could be tested. Intra-company balances and transactions, those between the entities, between the parent and subsidiary, they need to be eliminated. This is the only area that has been added to your Section A. Your Section B more or less stays the same. Previously, it was included in your LOS. Define and multiple regression equation and recognize when multiple regression is appropriate tool to use for forecasting. This red part, as you can see, it has been eliminated, and what stays there is the first line only. Define a multiple regression equation. That's it. And the other change they have made is that instead of the word list, they have replaced list with identify. List the benefits and shortcomings of regression analysis. They have simply replaced the word list with identify the benefits and shortcomings of regression analysis. Everything else stays the same in Section B. Next, in Section C, performance management, they have removed this variance by calculate the sales volume variance and the sales price variance by comparing the flexible budget to the master or the static budget. They have simply removed this part, calculate the sales volume variance and the sales price variance, which effectively is the same. I don't think there is a change. It's basically the same. Price variance and volume variance, it is a comparison between the flexible and the static budget. So more or less it's the same. Compare and contrast the benefits of limitation of ROI. They have removed the word contrast and they just put this new phrase and explain their appropriate usage. Where should you use ROI and where do you use ROI? There are many questions involving where they should be used. So basically this is the same. Then what they have added here, they have added critical success factors. Define key performance indicator, but now define critical success factors and KPIs. This is the new addition, and here they have removed the words of successful implementation and use of balanced scorecard. They have just replaced this with an effective balance scorecard. Identify and describe the characteristic of an effective balance scorecard rather than successful implementation of balance scorecard. So more or less they stay the same, just this new addition of critical success factors. They were already there. We discussed this in our lecture. So more or less C is the same. B is more or less the same. C is more or less the same. A has a new topic, group accounting. Section D, cost management. Some minor changes have been made. Demonstrate an understanding of the concept of equivalent units in process costing and calculate the value of EUPs. This is what we have been doing. Good thing is that no calculation is required. You just need to demonstrate an understanding of process costing and the concept of equivalent units. No calculations required. So that will save you a lot of trouble, because this is the area many students find difficult. Then it demonstrate an understanding of the different methods of determining overhead rates, plant-wide rates, departmental rates and individual cost driver rates. They have added corporate-wide rates, meaning the rate for the company as a whole. This is the new addition. Rest of it is the same. Estimate fixed cost using the high-low method. This is removed now. And demonstrate an understanding of how regression can be used to estimate fixed cost. So high-low method is removed. Demonstrate an understanding of how regression can be used to estimate fixed costs. So no high-low method is there now. Apply activity-based management principle to recommend process performance improvement. This LOS is completely removed. So ABM, activity-based management principles, are no longer examinable from 1st September 2024. Section D, cost management continues. Explain the relationship among continuous improvement techniques. Activity-based management, as I told you, is removed. So they have simply now required explain the relationship between continuous improvement techniques and quality performance. The good things: theory of constraints is gone. No 5 steps of TOC, no throughput or super variable costing, no throughput margin. So theory of constraint is finished. Identify and discuss ways to make accounting operations more efficient, including process walkthrough, process training, identification of waste and overcapacity, identify the root cause and errors and reducing the accounting close cycle, and shared services. This topic has been removed as well. So that's all for section D. Let us move on to section E. In this specific LOS, they have added the CFO, the demonstrate an understanding of corporate governance, including the rights and responsibilities of the CEO, the CFO, that's the addition, the board of directors, the audit committee, manager. So all more or less the same, just new description of the roles and responsibilities of the CFO. This is a major change, I believe, because specifically these sections were included in your syllabus, and on your essay section, you were specifically required to explain what these sections contained. Now, we are in a little gray area. We do not know what specific sections are examinable. So, describe the major internal control provisions of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act. So, I believe you can't keep things in this gray area this way. So, I would highly recommend to use the same sections as they are currently in your syllabus and use them from 1st September 2024 onwards, because the Sarbanes-Oxley Act is one of the largest pieces of legislation, so it's impossible to learn every aspect of SOX. So I would recommend to use these sections for your preparation. Then identify the PCAOB preferred approach to auditing internal control as outlined in Auditing Standard 5. This red text has been removed. No longer AS5 is included as a part of your syllabus. Then it says, identify and describe the 5 major components of COSO internal control framework, CRIME, I hope you remember. Integrated framework, 2013 word has been removed. Rest of it is the same. So basically COSO framework is the same. This is the new addition now. Identify and explain methods for testing the adequacy of internal controls, how we know internal controls are efficient and effective, including inquiry, observation, inspection, and reperformance. So this is clearly a domain of internal auditing. Internal auditing was removed in last updation of your syllabus in January 1st, 2020. But this is specifically related to internal audit. I don't know how they will test it without internal audit. Let's see. So this is the new addition. Explain how to remediate internal control deficiencies. If there are internal control deficiencies, what ways do we have to remedy the problem? Regarding section F, technology and analytics, one of the LFs required demonstrate and general understanding of data governance framework, COSO internal control framework, and this has been removed. COBIT 5, COBIT 19 are no longer examinable. Good thing. So what you have is just COSO internal control integrated framework. So that's great. The new addition that has been made, demonstrate an understanding of data processing and the steps to convert data for further analysis, including data consolidation, data cleansing, data transformation, and data reduction. So this is the new LOS added. Then this one, explain how query tools like SQL are used to retrieve information. So this just simply change the words, explain the purpose of structured query language and explain its purpose. So more or less they are the same. Identify the elements of both simple and multiple regression equations. Now they have added this text, demonstrate an understanding of multiple regression and logistic or regression and recognize when these techniques are appropriate. Logistic regression is different from multiple regression or linear regression because it involves binary classification problems where the outcome is categorized with 2 possible outcomes, success or failure, yes or no, in binary, 1 or zeros. So this is the new change and it's going to be really interesting. And just a little addition of this text for a given scenario. So evaluate data visualization options and select the best presentation approach, histogram, box plot, scatter plot, dot plot, tables, dashboards, bar charts, pie charts, line charts, bubble charts. Everything stays the same for a given scenario. So basically it's the same. So that's all. So what you need to do, you need to do nothing. We will update your LMS, we will update your slides and notes. You will get access to the new topics additions that have been made. So just follow our instructions in the group.